Welcome back, guys. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up a cron job, which is basically a scheduled expression as to when we should run our machine learning pipeline. So navigate to step functions, state machines, and select your state machine. And over here, where it says actions, you're going to see this create event bridge rule. And by creating an Eventbridge rule, we can specify, we want to run this pipeline once every day on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 a.m. So you can do anything basically. But before we do that, we have to upload some images to our S3 bucket, right? Because today is, for me, it's February 18th, and I haven't uploaded files into my S3 bucket for today. So if my batch transform job were to run today, it would error out because it doesn't have images. So I'm going to go to S3 and open link in new tab. And I'm going to go to my plastic detection batch transform 2023 folder. I'm going to go to images 2023. It's still February, which is the second day. And remember, create a folder which is going to denote the day for you and the current day for you. So for me, it's 18. It's February 18th. If you're watching this, in March or April 6th, then make sure then you're in a different month because the second month is February. So make sure you're in a different month and your current day. So I created this folder name for the 18th. And I'm going to go into it, and I'm just going to upload my usual files. So the files I got from Pexels, these plastic bag images, and I'm going to say upload. Awesome. Now we have images in our S3 bucket under the current day. So make sure you upload the images to the current day. And a lot of errors that I see is someone will create the 18th day, but then they don't click into it, and so they upload the files just somewhere over here. So make sure you click into the day and then you upload the files over there, okay? So now we're done with that, and we can go back to our step function, state machine, select your state machine, and go to actions, create rule, and we're going to set up basically a rule. And I'm going to say that this is going to be a schedule because we can run it with an event pattern. However, we want to run it on a schedule. Give it a name. I'm going to say machine learning pipeline run. You can have a description if you want to, and I'm going to say continue. Okay. This is going to be a recurring schedule. So make sure you have the name, the schedule group is default, and you can specify whether this is going to be a one-time schedule, so it only runs once, or if this should be a recurring schedule. And I'm going to say recurring schedule, okay? And we can have a rate-based schedule and enter a value in the unit of time to run the schedule. However, I want to do a cron-based schedule, okay? And here is how we can set up our cron expression. Now, there's a very handy document that AWS provides over here. So if you go to Amazon CloudWatch scheduled events, and go to scheduled expressions for rules, you can basically read all you want about cron expressions. And this is, for example, a few examples, okay? So, for example, if we specify our cron job to look like this, so 0, 10, asterisk, asterisk, question mark, asterisk, it's going to run at 10 a.m. Every day. If you want to specify it to run at 6 p.m., so then you can do this. And there are a bunch of other different kinds of, ways you can set it up. So these are just a few examples, okay? For me, I'm going to go with this one, okay? Runs at, except I'm going to change this. So mine is going to run once every day, okay? So the time for me right now is 8:36 a.m. So I'm going to specify it to run at 40, so 8:40. And the day of the month, I'm going to move this over here. The day of the month is going to be an asterisk. The month is going to be an asterisk, and the year is going to be an asterisk, okay? And the day of the week is going to be a question mark, which denotes that it should run every day, okay? So, oops, I accidentally. So, day of the month, asterisk, and as you can see, it auto-failed the day of the week. and the year is also going to be asterisk. And over here, you're gonna see, actually, I'm gonna move this up a little bit later, 8:42, because right now it's 8:37, and I want to make sure, I finish with this video, and then we can check and see if it ran. Here is going to be the next 10 trigger dates, and this is going to run indefinitely, so this is going to run forever until you specify not to run. So these are only the next 10. There's going to be a lot more, but it just shows you the next 10. We can choose a flexible time window. I don't want to do that. And here's a time frame, and it's just basically talking about daylight saving time, but it's not necessary for us right now. So I'm going to go to next. Oh, I'm going to turn this to off. So the flexible time window is going to be off. And I'm going to go to next. Here we have to specify the target detail, okay? So basically select an API that will be invoked as a target for your schedule. So I'm going to go to all APIs, and I'm going to go type in step functions, and then I'm going to go to start execution. So go to step functions and then select start execution, okay? So now we have to select the state machine. And for me, it's my only state machine I have right now. And we can have some input data if we want to. However, remember when we specified our state machine, we didn't have any input data. So we can leave this as blank. I'm going to go to next. And here we can specify basically some retry policies, and just how many retries you want. 185 is a lot, so I'm going to say 3. And I'm going to create a new role for this schedule. As you can see, it created this new role for me, and I'm going to go to next, and here I can see my details. So it's going to run at 8:42. Right now it's 8:38. You can basically just review everything, and I'm going to say create schedule. And right now it's creating the schedule. As you can see, step 1 out of 12. And your machine learning pipeline run is being created. Awesome. So the status right now is actually enabled. Okay, so the time right now is 8:39. So, and mine starts at 8:42. So before before this actually runs, because it's going to take 2 more minutes for it to run, if you want to disable this in the future, so you can go to Eventbridge. You can type in Amazon Eventbridge, and you can go to schedules. And over here, you see all of the schedules that are enabled for me. And I can come over here and I can disable it or delete it. Remember, if you delete it, you're not going to have access to it anymore. If you just disable it, that's what I would recommend, because then, you can enable it back anytime. Or you can even go and edit, and, you can't edit the name, but you can edit, when it should run. So yeah, that's basically what you can do. If you want to delete it, like I said, then you can delete it. So here, and now I'm going to go back to my step function, and let's see what time it is right now. Right now it's 8:40. So I'm actually going to wait 2 more minutes. I don't want to wait with you guys. So I'm going to pause this video, and I'm going to come back once it gets triggered automatically at 8:42.